Welcome everyone to the newest betting-centric PLL-focused channel, podcast, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to produce content for you guys, all based around the PLL and lacrosse and betting, give you content, give you advice. I do love lacrosse. I do love the sport. So let's start digging and let's see what we got for the opening matchups. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Help me out. Let's grow this. Let's grow the game. And let's get started with the rematch of the championship game. The Redwoods versus the Whipsnakes. But because the Water Dogs came in this year, obviously the teams do not look the same. So the Whipsnakes are not going to be the same team they were last year. Yes, Rambo is there, but they're not going to be the same team. The Redwoods, on the other hand, look great. And they picked up Miles Jones in a trade that I believe they won because that guy is unbelievable. Opening line came out at Redwoods plus 1.5, plus 120 on the money line, and Whipsnakes at minus 148, about minus 150. For anybody that doesn't know, the favorite is the minus. Minus 148 means you'd have to pay $148 to win $100 if you bet on the Whipsnakes. If you bet on the Redwoods at plus 120, $100 would net you $120 profit. So there are some simple things. The over-unders at 23.5. Over 23.5 at minus 125. Again, $125 to win $100 if the total hit 24 goals. If you guys have any questions about betting, money lines, parlays, straight bets, over-unders, totals, all of that, just comment. I'll give you a reply. I'll let you know what's going on. DraftKings seems to be the only one that has the lines out right now. I've seen Bet365 has the outright winners out. They got Archers up there at 7-2, Chaos at 5-1, and the Water Dogs at 10-1. I don't know why they are that. That's a high price for a league that only has a few teams. I mean, they picked up a few guys. One in the name of Ryan Drenner that had a few big shots for the Whipsnakes, and I don't think they would have been where they were without him last year. You know, he's coming for some revenge. I've seen some of his videos out there working out. You know, he's ready. He's ready to come out. So the Water Dogs at 10-1. That's pretty good value. You put $10, you getting $100 back. I don't hate that at all. We're looking at that first game, the Redwoods and the Whipsnakes. The Redwoods, they picked up Miles Jones. That is a huge pickup. That dude, I met that dude in person. He is just a tank. He's huge. He's fun. He's a great character for the team. So he's going to bring an entire new energy to that team that was already fired up. But the guy I want to talk about on that team is Garrett Epple. I don't think he gets the love he deserves. He might be one of the best, if not the best, in the league as calls turnovers. He had 23 last year. 23? That's 11 more than the most on the Whipsnakes. But one of the biggest concerns I have about with the Redwoods this year is Peyton Smith is now their face-off guy. I've heard really good things, but they lost Greg the Beast. As you can see, a big Penn State guy here. Greg the Beast was a Penn Stater himself, but he's officially retired. Will Peyton Smith be able to kind of recreate some of that magic that he gave? Joe Nardello will probably have something to say about that. And then you got the goalies, Tim Troutner and Kyle Burnlore. We'll see how they match up, but if I'm going to have to give my edge, I'm giving my edge to the underdog, the Redwoods, at plus 120. The plus 1.5 at minus 182 is a little too much. Again, if you're going to bet responsibly, bet smart. Don't bet all of your money on one game. Do it for fun. If you want to do it seriously, get strict money management. That's the only way you're going to do this long term. But remember, it's betting. You can lose everything in a matter of an instant. And anybody that knows lacrosse, like I know lacrosse, anybody can win on any given night, any given day. That's why they play the game. These lines are also so close. There aren't big favorites, and even if there were, it'd be worth it to take the underdog because the value is just there. And that's why I'm putting the value on the Redwoods here. They lost 2 out of the 3 games to the, right? Yeah, they lost 2 out of the 3 games last year, but they did win the first matchup, and that's why I'm giving them the edge. Even though that they got dominated in the face-offs in that game, I think that they get this game not purely based on revenge, but because the Whipsnakes are going to feel just a little more comfortable with getting everything together after the first game. Maybe the second game they get things rolling. Rambo's not going to give up easily. He's not going to just quit on the game, but I still put the edge there at the Redwoods. And again, that tips off at 4 p.m. on July 25th. Great matchup. And then we have the second game of the day on July 25th, this Saturday, the opening day of the PLL at 7:30. The Chaos versus the Chrome. Now the Chrome, they have a lot of old Duke guys. So I used to be a big Duke lacrosse fan back in the day. One of the names on Chrome you can't forget about is Jordan Wolf. Just remember the name. The first step is one of the best out there. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch the man play. But then again, you have the Chaos. You have Connor Fields, an exciting player who played with the Thompson brothers at Albany. He's getting ready for this season. Just be ready for some SportsCenter top 10 plays. He'll be providing a few, I can guarantee that. You have the Chaos at the favorites, -150, and the Chrome at +125. I'll tell you again, I'm taking the underdog here. I'm taking the Chrome. If one of the underdogs wins here and I put $100 on both of them, I'm gonna net at least 20 or 25 bucks. If I put 100 on the Redwoods at +120, it would be $120. If I put 100 on the Chrome at +125 and they win, $125. I like that. I think that's very reasonable that one of those teams wins. Again, don't bet all your money. $100 is just an easy example for people to understand in betting terms. The Chaos also, they did lose Miles Jones. Did the trade, did it benefit them? Was he a little too hot-headed? I don't think so. I just think that the Chrome are going to come out as last year's previous matchups. They went 1-1. The Chrome smacked them after they got beat in the first game. They also shot an extremely high percentage in that game, scoring is both around 13 goals per game. If you're looking at the over-under here, under might be a play as both teams are, scoring 13 a game, also giving up 13 a game. Chrome a little bit more, but I think they just didn't have it all together last year. So the under there, it's at 29.5. I mean, you get 29 goals, 15 to 14, 15-13 game. I could easily see that. The under might be the play there for you. It's got pretty good value at -106. Again, 106 to win $100. And then you have the last game, the Water Dogs. I mean, what a name. Going up against Atlas, the second or the most exciting team in the league, solely based on the fact that they got Rob Pennell. The dude's nickname in college was RP3. It still may be. I haven't heard it, but at the Final Four, they would chant RP3. CP3 wasn't a thing. I mean, he was, but RP3 was the thing in the lacrosse world. Everybody knew him. Everybody wanted to be him. I mean, he could do it all. The Water Dogs, like I said earlier, 10-1. That is a great value on them to win outright. Do I think that it happens? Not really, but they were able to pick up some of the best guys on each team. Like I said, Ryan Drenner on the Water Dogs now. I mean, like I said, the guy had a couple game winners, the Whipsnakes, who were the best team last year. We saw a lot of one-goal games and a lot of overtime games last year. Having the experience to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. I like the Water Dogs a lot. In this matchup, though, I'm taking Atlas here. -167, the price is the heaviest. You may be able to want to take the -1.5 at +125. I think that Paul Rabel is going to come out this year. I mean, he wasn't setting up a league this year. Him and Rob Pennell have been working out, growing their bond that they had on the USA lacrosse team nonstop. Paul Rabel has been sitting inside, working out nonstop, thinking about how he can get back to his elite level. He's basically a human horse. I had an old coach that played against him in a summer league down the shore, and he said he was covering him while he's running down the field. He said it sounded like a legit horse was coming at him, the way he was breathing, running down at him, and just the physical nature of him. I mean, if Paul Rabel gets back to that level, look out. This is going to be a fun team to watch. Trevor Baptiste is probably the best face-off guy in the league. He's so much fun to watch, and like he said, he's got speed, boy. It's all about that speed. I'm still taking the Atlas here. I think they get off to a good start, but I also think that they get the win here because they lose the next game against the Archers. Now, the Archers game is the second game on Monday. The Redwoods Chaos game is first. The Archers game is going... That team with Ament now, as you can see, big Penn State guy. I got to watch Ament play in person several times. Final Four last year where they just got off to a poor start and couldn't really get their bearings on defense. Then you have Tom Schreiber feeding from the midfield. You have two guys who, in my opinion, are the two best feeders in the game right now. One from the midfield, one from the attack. Then you have Marcus Holman, Will Manny. I mean, you have shooters and guys all around. All you need is a little bit of defense. Middleman or whoever's playing in net. Drew Adams, whoever you want to put in net for the Archers, they just need to save something back there. And Stephen Kelly should be able to get enough faceoffs to get them the ball. Because Scott Ratliff at LSM has got to be one of the best guys to watch. I mean, he's always having fun. That lettuce is coming out of the back of his helmet. He's so much fun. But those two guys together, Schreiber, Ament, the rest of that offense, look out, PLL. Look out. I'm telling you, this is going to be a matchup. And that's going to be all for today. I don't have the line on that game yet. DraftKings hasn't put it out yet. I may make another video when those come out, maybe Sunday night. I'll post one. I'm going to try to just maybe do a video every other day. Maybe every day. We'll see. What do you guys want? This is brand new. I'm hoping to, bang out as much information and content over the next couple weeks while this is all going on. Keep everybody up to date. Again, if you can like, comment, and subscribe. I'm doing this for myself because I love to talk about lacrosse, but I want to see who else is out there. Who else loves to bet? Who else loves to play lacrosse? Who else loves to watch lacrosse? It is, all these other sports are coming back and all, but lacrosse is, to me, the most exciting sport to watch, especially with the shortened field. I mean, they're running up and back 2-point goals. This is going to be a lot of fun. The shortened little season, little championship series. If I had to make a pick, I will just let you know I am an Archers fan, but I will pick the Archers to win. I told you that the Water Dogs have the best value at the 10-1, being the new team, but I like the Archers to win it. Ament left Penn State knowing that he could win a championship next year to come to the PLL, play professional lacrosse like he said he wanted to do as a kid. And now he's got basically a bunch of Mac O'Keefes, but even more athletic and better with the ball and their sticks around him. That's who I'm picking as a team to win. Like I said, though, I'm an Archers fan. Don't put your money on it if you don't think so. That's just my pick. I can keep track of all these picks if you guys want to. I'm not making anybody pay me for my picks. I'm not an expert. I follow these games. I follow these players. I follow the league nonstop. But I just want to get out as much information to you guys. We can have a conversation. We can chat. And, hopefully create a little community here like some of these other guys are doing. But basically, I just want to grow this league. I want to grow the sport. I want everybody to see how much love and how much, passion it comes from lacrosse. I'm not going to talk trash on all these other sports that are out there. I love that these other sports are back. Everybody else kind of hopefully getting back to a little mental stability for the people that love sports as much as I do. I know a lot of bettors are happy that sports are coming back and not just, esports and stuff out there. We can actually watch some live stuff. So, this is a great time for everybody. 2020 has been a wild ride. Things are on the way up. Lacrosse sports are going to help us, focus on some better things out there. A lot of issues going on in the world, but let's get our minds off those for a little bit. Let's cheer up. Let's watch the fastest game on 2 feet, not on ice. People always argue with me, hockey's faster. No, that's on ice. You're obviously gonna be faster. But seriously, I'm doing this because I love the game. I know other people out there love the game. Hopefully, betting is gonna draw more people to the sport. Hopefully, people will start watching these videos, and start betting on the games just because they're exciting. Who knows? I need help. I want you guys to reach out. Let me know what I can do to improve. That's the only way this is going to get better. My editing is not perfect, so please let me know what I can do to improve. I'll try anything. I'm excited. I'm really just trying to get content out there for you guys and make the best possible PLL-centric betting platform, that there can be. So, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you again in a short time.